on is Mason for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Play action. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Zadarius Smith in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Dwayne Eskridge.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Another catch for Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Prescott looks to throw on first. Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking point.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. About
set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're...
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now a first down carry by Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This is DJ Reed returning.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Carson. Wiggles free. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
First down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
It's caught inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. On the return, it's Taylor. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. He'll get this into the hands of Aiyuk.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 20. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Prescott on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The give is to Jones. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 102 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And they give the Jones off tackle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A give to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Prescott yet again.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. First down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jabril Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. On play action, Prescott. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They run it with Carson. Powerful running. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, he's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Kingsley Keke able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all. Race for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll run it with Jones. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rodgers to throw. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets right.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.